Baz News actually wrote about this story, and this is something that we talked a lot about, and I think the Baz News story, that their take on this really just is a great frame, a great summary really just to use to discuss this topic. And this is, and I've often talked about the Sikh Federation International, who coalesced into an organisation deliberately designed to unite the Sikh voice around the world, so it can take forward the Khalistan movement on a more legal basis, on a more formal basis. It unites all the various organisations into one entity that can then approach organisations like the United Nations, etc. Because to become a sovereign nation of Khalistan, it has to go through certain legal steps. But it can only do that if it approaches the process as one united legal entity. In other words, it's one entity that can sign the various documents. It is as practical as that. And so that is where the Sikh Federation International comes into play. Now, Baz News, they said recent success in getting, for example, this wonderful report that was written by the United Nations Human Rights Commission to acknowledge India's transnational repression of Sikhs marks a crucial step towards proactively internationalising the politics of the Khalistan struggle. And in October last year, the Sikh Federation International was at last formalised, as we reported at the time, with the explicit aim of restoring Khalsa Ji Kebal Bala, Sikh sovereignty in the current world order. But in order to achieve this, the Sikh Federation International set out to engage in diplomacy and advocacy to support the establishment of Khalistan. The Federation's recent success in getting this report about India's transnational repression marks a crucial step towards proactively internationalising the politics of our struggle rather than simply reacting to the actions of others around us, reducing our sangharsh, our struggle, to a series of human rights violations, which is actually what it's been. It's just sporadic sort of organisations just jumping up individually saying, look, you can't do this, but that in itself is not achieving anything. That's not taking things forward. So this is what this is all about. It's uniting all this into one voice saying, look, we've got to, as one, bring this forward and make change. This is the Sikh community stretching its muscle now on the global stage. This is what the SFI are about. It means it's saying, right, we're going to take on these international organisations like the United Nations and the Human Rights Commissions, and we're going to stand on that same platform, and we are going to legally and credibly bring down India's argument, undermine India's credibility by providing evidence. And therefore, we're going to say, we're going to use your own methods, your own tactics, and your own legal framework to establish our nation so that we can be recognised as being as equals on the world stage as India, as any other nation within the United Nations. That's what it's all about.